opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium. Five weeks come and gone, and we're off in Week 6 on EA Sports. Kickoff taken at the 3. Returns looking good so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
At their own 35-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st down, they'll run. And he doesn't get much. A small pickup down to the 42. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Lamar off the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Jackson now on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that makes it 4th down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball. But to do...
His first throw is an interception. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So the interception's going to be remembered by the fans here, partner, but not by the official score. The interference call takes that away. First down throw for Jackson. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Back now, pressure on its way. His first throw is an interception. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He does it! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter, they all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. A reverse on the opening kickoff. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. He's contained at the line for no gain. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd and long for him here. Looking, and down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. He's got it near midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the Ravens more than happy to take over in enemy territory. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 10. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens push their lead to 21-zip already. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 31. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first. Running back sent in motion. Throwing now from the gun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Grant Delpit to pick it off. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Another score here in this first quarter, Brock, as they continue dominating in this opening frame.
You know what I love here, Kate? This defense is seizing on a sputtering opponent, and they're actively trying not just to defend the lead, but to add to it.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens continue piling onto this lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. And he's brought down after a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Ravens take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. From the gun, Jackson. That's cut beyond the marker. They come through with a massive gain there on 4th down, 24 yards, and it's a 1st down.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. They go play fake with Jackson. Buying some time right. And he's got it. Had to lay out for it, but touchdown. The Ravens blowing them out now, 34-zip. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 40 on 2nd down. Hits him on the in route. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense in the hurry-up here.
First and 10 at the 40.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 48.
48-yard line.
And they pick him off again. 30. The 10. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens tack on 7 more to their lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. And they pick him off again. And the Ravens get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Have yourself a day, young man. A lot of teams are lucky to get a couple picks most games. And here, he has a couple all by himself. I'd be stunned to see him get a 3rd chance because whatever side of the field he's on, they should be throwing on the other side away from him.
And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens continue adding on to that lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. They kick the running back in motion. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up the 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. He puts some power on a deep one left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Here's the snap on 4th. He's looking deep once again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
Going to the ground again on first. He finds some space again. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Ravens trying to make some noise before halftime. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They give it to him again. Space to the left. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Play action. Here's Jackson. He rolls to his right. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Ravens boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money. Yeah,
it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas first down. Pass play coming here. And they pick him off again. Get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Tucker able to tack on the extra points. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. Great vision, gets him across midfield. I don't think they're going to catch him. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. All right, Brock, let's see if this is able to provide a little spark, because their offense just hasn't been able to consistently provide their own so far this game.
Yeah, a little spark, a little charge, a little juice, a little bit of energy. He wouldn't be denied trying to do what he can to jolt this team.
The Raiders offense being called in now to try the 2-point conversion.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he's going to get in for 2 points, which, well, it doesn't do a ton to help on the scoreboard right now, partner, but a positive moment at the very least. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And look at this return.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard
They've got first down from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try the right side with Cook. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 1.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to... It's a fake. Direct snap to the up man. Forget that it was 4th down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first.
I love the aggressiveness of that call. B, aggressive. B-E, aggressive. B-E-A-G-G-R-E-S-S-I-V-E, and the special teams on it.
He's throwing deep to the left side. They connect on the deep shot. He has the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Now the Raiders getting set for another 2-point conversion try. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down to the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Good looking return here, and he's got room. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st down. Here's Lamar. Headed out right. Completed to Flowers. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Caught by Flowers. And this one doesn't go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Play action now with Jackson. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take...
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
2nd and 10 now. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
3rd and long for him here. Pass complete to Cook. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Raiders first.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's got a man left. And he's tackled for no gain. Working quickly here.
2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 23-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 10. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he makes the catch on the sideline. Oh, but they call it out of bounds. This close to 6.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Throwing once again on 2nd and 10. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. Buys time, rolling right. And they pick him off again! And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. So the decision to go for 2 does result in a nice boost, Brock, but not for the team we were expecting, thanks to an alert play and a lengthy jog downfield from that defender.
Yeah, it took everybody. In order to do that and make that happen, it really was all 11 and then just a superhuman effort. You say jog, I say a sprint to glory.
Has this at the 6. And look at this return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
The give here on 2nd. And the struggles from the last play carry into this one. This also just gets back to the line.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Jackson now on 3rd. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the... Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He puts some juice on a deep throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. They go play fake with Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. And look at the footwork there, touchdown! The Ravens continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. They go play action on 1st. Flush down out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Pass play now. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Offense up to the line fast.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving. They have themselves another 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 8. He throws a bullet to the center, and they pick him off again. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Lone back gets the handoff. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Ravens throwing 6 more on the blowout. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. To throw it on 1st down. Connects with Cook. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out a little short of the 40. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. He'll throw it yet again. On the move, headed right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up. Still sticking with the passing game. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
Brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing it again here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. He just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage. Versus zone, it's all about that anticipation and accuracy. And if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. From the red zone now. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Back to throw. And they pick him off again. Grant fit in to pick it off. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being third down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Third and long for him here. He's going deep. Oh, it's an interception. And the Raiders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
Boy, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
Second and 10 now. He sends this one to the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they're left facing third and long.
And 10 yards to go.
They're throwing it. Need this to force overtime. And there's our last in image of this game. It's intercepted. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. I don't know about you, Brock, but I could almost feel them going through the 5 stages of grief over on that sideline, watching their would-be touchdown pass in 6 points return the entire way to the opposite end zone for 6 on the other side of the board.
You just don't really believe it's happening until he's, well, 30, 40 yards into his return, and then you're just powerless. Kate, just over 40 times in the history of the NFL this has happened.
Wow.
And what a return to add to that list.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they weren't afraid to keep running up that score to the point that records came and went on the way to victory. Their point total, Brock, actually eclipsed the old record of 70.